In today's video, we're going to learn how to solve literal equations. So literal equations are mathematical equations, but there's more than one variable involved, and we don't know the values of each of the variables, so we're just solving for one of the variables given. So for example, in solve 4m minus 3n equals 8 for m, I basically don't care about the 3n. I don't need to know what n is. I just want to manipulate the equation so that m is by itself. So I want to get m by itself. So I'm just going to rewrite my problem here so I have room, because I write big. Now I want to get m by itself. So that means I want to make sure that it's the last thing. So I got to get rid of this 3n first. So opposite operation, add 3n. Now notice I didn't line it up with the 8. The reason I didn't line these guys up right here is because they're not like terms, which means I cannot add them together. So I know that these are opposite, so they zero out. And then on this side I have 8 plus 3n. And I leave it like that because I cannot combine them. And then what's left on the left side is 4m. So now 4m is equal to 8 plus 3n. Now I want to divide by 4, but I want to divide everything on this side by 4. So 4 over 4 is 1, leaving me with m equals, simplify 8 over 4 is 2 plus 3/4n, or 3n over 4. You could have left it, that's fine, but I wanted to simplify that. So this is what m is equal to. It's not going to equal a value like 5, 10, negative 8, or anything like that. It's still going to have a variable in it because we did have two variables. That's what literal equations are. So in a over bx minus c, I want to solve for x. So I got to get that by itself. So again, I want to rewrite my problem just because I like to have room. And what I want to do is I want to get rid of the c, so opposite operation, opposite operation. They zero out, leaving me with a over bx equals 0 plus c, or c, because 0 plus anything is that number. And now how do I get a fraction? I want to multiply by the reciprocal. Multiply by the reciprocal. So b over b is 1, a over a is 1, leaving me with x on this side. And that's equal to, and then we can multiply across the top, cb over a. So that is what x would be equal to in that problem. So again, you're just manipulating the equation just to get the variable that I'm looking for by itself. All right, use formulas. An equation that involves several variables is called a formula, or it's called a literal equation. To solve a literal equation, apply the process of solving for a specific variable. So, a container company wants to make a cylindrical can with a volume of 1,188 cubic inches. The formula V equals pi r squared h represents the volume of a cylinder. In this formula, V represents the volume, R represents the radius of the cylinder's base, and H represents the height of the cylinder. Solve for H. What height should the company make the can if the radius of the base must be 6 inches? Okay, so what we can do here is we know V, we know the volume, and we know the radius of the base has to be 6 inches. So we can start with the formula, V equals pi r squared h. We're going to substitute in for V, 1188, equals, I'm going to leave pi alone. I know it's 3.14, that's what we substitute for it, but we're going to leave it alone. The radius is 6, and we need to find h, so 6 squared h. So 1,188 is equal to, I'm going to rewrite this as 36, 6 squared, so I'm doing 6 squared, pi h. And now solve for h. Divide by 36 pi, divide by 36 pi, and we find that h would have to be, so I get approximately 103.7 inches for the height of the can. So when I type in to the calculator, I type in 36 pi. I don't type in 3.14 because I want to try to get as accurate of an answer as possible.